It's been a while since I've had to make a statement like this, or I feel like I am going to make a statement like this. And this is not me being emotional. This is not me overreacting. I know we're 10-3. I know we still could control our destiny as far as the winning the division. But I am confident saying right now, at least at this point, my Philadelphia Eagles are frauds. They don't look like a Super Bowl contender. They don't look like they're going to represent the NFC, all that. The Eagles are frauds at this point. I don't care what anyone says. You cannot change my mind until they prove otherwise. The Philadelphia Eagles, the game just ended, got beat down for the second straight week, this time to the Dallas Cowboys 33-13. You would think after getting punked and after getting punked by the San Francisco 49ers, where they made you look soft, made you look, kind of expose you, just made you look like you don't belong on the same field as them, you would think the Eagles will come out with a lot more urgency, a lot more pride, but they didn't. I don't mind losses. Again, I understand as a fan, the losses are going to happen. But when you, again, come out just not disciplined, not prepared, and just look like straight up punks, and just letting another team punk you, that's when, as a fan, I start to lose my mind. The entire game, it just felt like we did not belong on the same field with the Cowboys, which is strange saying that because we beat them earlier this year. But I don't know, dude. I'm so upset because, again, I could take a loss, and I'm not like other Eagles fans. I thought coming into this season we was going to tie 1-1 in the division with Dallas. I did believe that because, again, unlike other Eagles fans, I can admit that the Cowboys have a very good team. Both sides of the ball, yo. They have a very good team. So the loss is not shocking. But the way we are playing and the way we're losing is the shocking part and the frustrating part. 2 weeks. 2 freaking weeks. You come out, talking about the Philadelphia Eagles, coming out looking soft, just not inspired to just not go out there and play better. They just, bro, I am so tired of falling down 10-plus points and then hoping the Eagles adjust and adapt and wake up every single week. I don't get it, man. Aren't you tired of having to come back in these deficits, these 10-plus point deficits, to have to play perfect in the second half just to escape with a win? I don't get what they're practicing. What is the Eagles doing all week? Let's start with these coordinators. Offensive coordinator Brian Johnson, still trash, just refuses to adapt to, refuse to dictate the game, not adapt, but dictate to how the game should go, the tempo and everything. He wants to keep running these quarterback design runs with Jalen Hurts. He refused to run the ball with his actual running backs. Oh my God, dude. His passing scheme is pissing me off. The passing call plays they call, or he's part of, and Brian Johnson, the coordinator, it's like 20, 25 yards down the field for A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, or anybody to get open. When you clearly see, they showed definitely in the game, when you get Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown in slants, it works. And I'm going to go over those two in a minute because they were definitely a big part of this loss. But that's my issue with Brian Johnson, and it's still my issue for weeks now with this dude. All season. Avoid running the football, and then keep having Jalen Hurts be playing hero, have him drop back for long pass plays. When there's way more simpler ways to get your playmakers the ball through the air. And again, I keep saying we are a run-first team, but this freaking idiot refuses to do it. Defensive coordinator, Sean Desai, dude, he's no longer on having no pass. He's been, you could say he's probably been better than Brian Johnson when you talk about the two coordinators, but Sean Desai has been awful recently, yo. Oh my God, no adjustments. The coverage is awful. Whatever scheme he's running is awful. Again, the Eagles have so much investment into the defensive line. It's like none of the other positions on that side of the ball matters. If the defensive line gets no sack or no forced fumble or nothing, it's up to the linebacking core linebackers, and our secondary. And those two positions, linebackers in the secondary, is absolutely trash, yo. This Eagles team as a whole, as far as defense, is trash. Can't stop a nosebleed. They wait till they're down 24-6, because that's what the Eagles were at halftime. We were down 24-6 to Dallas, getting absolutely destroyed on both sides of the ball, but definitely on the defensive, and it was disgusting. But the Eagles defense wakes up a little bit after being down so much and getting punched in the mouth. The defense ended up scoring the only touchdown this game because of a fumble recovery for a touchdown for Jalen Carter, our defensive lineman. But besides that, I'm not giving the defense any pointers, and no thumbs up for that. Darius Slay and James Bradbury get cooked constantly, it seems. It's like, oh my God, dude, you can't listen. I'm not even trying to come at Darius Slay and James Bradbury just individually. As a whole, dude, this secondary cannot stop anyone when it comes, and this linebacking core cannot stop an offense on third down. It's always a penalty or just an open guy beating our freaking defenders, yo. The Eagles defense is awful, dude. Awful, and Sean Desai is big part of that as the defensive coordinator. Bro, they can't stop a nosebleed, dude. Like, it was 11 straight possessions going back to last week against San Francisco. They allowed touchdowns. They could not stop Dallas until like maybe early in the third, and then just couldn't stop them for the rest of the game. Then you go into the players. Jalen Hurts, I love Jalen Hurts, franchise QB, all that. He didn't have a horrible game passing the ball, but he has got to stop fumbling. It's just that simple. Jalen, you got to stop fumbling, bro. He had you could argue now, a crucial fumble in the first quarter. After Dallas scored, we was trying to respond. We was moving down the field. And right when we get inside Dallas's 20, he fumbles the ball after doing a quarterback design run, which, again, I'll make this very clear. Yes, he has to hold on to the football, but I am so sick and tired of these quarterback design runs by Brian Johnson. I'm so tired of him because it's like that's where his run plays goes. If he decides to run, that's what he's doing. He's giving Jalen just quarterback design runs when you know Jalen's knee's not even all the way healed, and he's been fumbling. Why are you still relying on Jalen to do this when he's been fumbling the ball nonstop, it seems, this season? And his knee is not healthy. Why are you taking unnecessary hits or getting your quarterback hit unnecessarily? I can't talk. Numerous times. Bro, I really wish Brian Johnson would go. But Jalen, I'll give Jalen Hurts a C. He had an average game, whatever. Running backs, I can't grade because we don't give him the ball enough. Wide receivers, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Dude, awful games from both of them, yo. A.J. Brown was running his mouth to Stephon Gilmore, the Cowboys cornerback. He was running his mouth all game. And one of the biggest moments of the game, after we're trying to come back in the second half, we're moving the ball down the field. A.J. Brown gets the ball forced out of his hand and fumbles by Stephon Gilmore. I love A.J. Brown, but I really need him to stop talking, bro, and just play. He seemed like every play in that game against Dallas tonight, he was running his mouth to them. They was talking trash to him, getting under his skin, where he was reacting and stuff. No flags or anything like that was happening. But A.J. just got to focus, dude. He's a dominant wide receiver, all-pro dude. I love A.J. Brown, but he has got to stop running his mouth when he dropping passes. Like, it's just, bro, it's not a good look. Just play, man. Devontae Smith, not really much of a trash talker, but he was awful tonight. He had some drop passes. He also fumbled the football. 3 of our key dudes, Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, and A.J. Brown fumbled the ball inside the Dallas' 20. Did not help at all having 3 turnovers against this Dallas defense. But Devontae Smith also fumbled, and he dropped a crucial touchdown as well late in the third quarter. But yeah, the wide receivers was awful. Besides, I don't really have much anything else because no one else really got it. Offensive line, I don't really know what to say. They weren't awful tonight. They didn't give up a bunch of sacks or anything. I don't know if Jalen got sacked one time, whatever. I don't even remember. The game already kind of got out of my head already, but the offensive line wasn't horrible. It sure as hell wasn't their fault. They were getting kind of beat up front. I would say they were average too, I guess. I don't even know what to say about the offensive line, dude. Like I said, defensively, everybody on defense gets an F. I don't give a freak who it is, dude. I don't care, dude. As a whole, this defense sucks. God freaking awful. I'm so tired of this defense, yo. can't stop anyone on third down. Like I said, it's either a penalty or they just give up an easy completion across the middle, or the outside. Our corners can't cover anybody on third down, it seems. Our secondary, no matter who we have back there, safeties can't cover anybody. This Eagles tackling is still piss poor. It seemed like there was no effort at times tackling, especially in the first half when Dallas was running the ball down our throats. Like, the Philadelphia Eagles are frauds right now, yo. I don't care what no one says. They're frauds. I'm not going to sit here and tell you they're a Super Bowl contender because that is an outright lie. You can't tell me you're a Super Bowl contender and you're playing like this. I don't mind losing. I don't mind it. But when you play like you keep getting punched in the mouth and then you finally decide to wake up, it's only a matter of time for that whole thing starts to die down and gets old. Sooner or later, you're going to run into better teams. Teams that are actually really, really good. The Niners and Cowboys. And you're going to run into teams that are like those two teams that are not going to let you keep getting up after you get knocked down. I'm tired of this, yo. A whole season, we have yet to see Philly play a full game. They refuse to play it. First half, awful. Second half, let's try to make a comeback. Sooner or later, you're going to get caught. And they got caught these last couple of weeks. Two teams in both the Niners and Cowboys. Two teams that is in your way to get to the Super Bowl again. You come out uninspired, just not disciplined with all these turnovers, and just soft. They're soft. The Eagles, bro, are getting punked. We're usually the bullies. We're usually the ones punking you around. And they're getting punked. Frauds. I don't care what no one said. We look like frauds at this point, bro. We're frauds. That hype, all that, bro. Oh, my goodness. This gauntlet is over, I guess. We went 2-2, beating Kansas City and Buffalo, and then losing to San Francisco and Dallas. And I wanted one of these. I wanted either San Fran or Dallas. One of those games we had to have. Now, we went from the 1 seed to the 5th seed. Now, we went from first place to second place in our own division. The Eagles are going to go to the playoffs, dude. They're going to. But at this time, it just looks like we're going to be a one-and-done team, or we're going to have to go through a whole gauntlet on the road just to get back to the Super Bowl when we controlled our own destiny, dude. Again, I don't mind losing back-to-back games. I don't mind losing in general, but you've got to come out and play harder than this, man. 2 weeks you don't even show up on primetime television. This is why I hate waiting for late night games, dude. This is the last thing I got to see before I go to bed and get up for work tomorrow. Staying up late just to watch you not even play your best or not even play like you want to be out there. It's ridiculous, bro. I can't stop. It's just ridiculous, yo. Like, what is the pride? Where is it? You got punched in the mouth and basically punked by San Fran, and then you let Dallas come out here and stomp you again. Dude, I don't even care about the trash talking. I don't care when I get on social media, the media and Dallas. I don't care, dude. I don't. As an Eagles fan, I'm just upset, dude, because this is just not a good look right now. Losing in the NFL happens, but when you just look completely like you don't belong on the field with these teams after these last 2 weeks, that's the stuff that irks me. I don't know, dude. I don't know what's going to fix it. Because again, we got Seattle next week. I think we're back home or whatever. And that's a Monday night game. So that's a whole nother week we got to wait. Basically a whole to next Monday to play Seattle. And now that's not a gimme game. I'm not trying to say like Seattle's trash, but the way the Eagles are playing, you don't know what's going to happen in that game now. It's not a gimme game no more because the Eagles have yet to put together a full game, full 60-minute, play both halves good, stop shooting yourselves in the foot, and actually play like the team with the talent we know they have. I don't know anymore, dude. The talent is there. The coordinators are trash on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. But they were overall as a team, they're just not there, dude. I have no idea what this season's going to look like now. We could still win. I think if we win out or we do something, we could still win the NFC East. But that path of getting by the Super Bowl is so much more easier when you can be at home versus having to travel to San Fran or possibly Dallas, however this turns out. I'm out, you guys, man. I don't know. I'm out, you guys. Peace.